an appliance boot camp. Uh, I'm trying out the new software at StreamYard still again today. So, kind of be mindful of us. I'm going to actually I'm putting an actual link to the actual chat, link to the actual, if you would like to come on live to the show, that's the link. I try to bring you on live. I think I can do it without nobody seeing you, where you can just talk if you would like to just talk. But that's the link. Once again, I want to thank everybody. Give YouTube a few minutes to go out and send out the notifications to let everybody know that we are here and that we are working live. You have to excuse me. I've been popping popcorn all day today. We have a lot of popcorn orders that I have to get out. In the description below, if you go to the description, we have a link. If you'd like to order popcorn, go ahead and order that. The post office is actually running a little bit behind. I've been looking in the Raleigh distribution place. They actually are stuck. They told me that they're still trying to catch up from the holidays, but they seem to be getting stuff out now. It usually supposed to take 2 to 3 days, taking about 5 days for them to get the stuff out. But it's going great. Like I say, if you'd like to come on live, I have a link right here. You can get in live. I'll try it and see how it works. See if I can get you in. But we're going to try to work with that a little bit. So today we're going to be talking about tax season, how I actually do my taxes, stuff I send out for my taxes. And like I say, tax season, as you see uh, on the actual description, it can be the worst. It can be the worst time for African American entrepreneurs, especially if you are married. And I have to tell, I have to talk from my experiences. It's not me being trying to be divide people by race or anything. But like I say, I have to tell from my personal experience being an African American male, and I know right now we have about 90% of the people who come to Appliance Boot Camp is African American men, and I have to tell my experience to make you aware of what some hurdles that you will actually run into. With other communities, you don't have it as much because you have more entrepreneurs in those communities than we do. So entrepreneurs and what they do with their taxes is not so is not going to be as it's not going to be so much of a new thing for you all. You all have you not that far removed from somebody that is an entrepreneur, so you have somebody that can step in and go talk to that actually tell your spouse or your significant other or how things supposed to be, or even yourself, get your mindset together. Okay. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna start it off and say why it can be the worst time ever for African American entrepreneurs. And once again, I'm gonna put this out here. I am not an accountant, and you need to CYA. You need to contact your accountant for information I give you, and CYA contact your attorney. But I'm gonna tell you from my experiences what I've had. And why it can be a bad time for African Americans as entrepreneurs during tax season. Um, all your family and friends, and even you, have gotten to this thing with tax season where you're getting a refund back. Everybody's getting a refund. Everybody's getting a refund, and you're getting W-2s. So you're not getting a W-2. Matter of fact, if you got subs, you're sending out 1099s. And if you're sending out 1099, you need to have it sent out to your subs before January 31st. So what you're doing, you're going out now like I'm doing now. I'm adding up all the money that I paid to all my different subs. I send that sheet to my accountant, and then she'll actually mail them out 1099s. So this month right here, I'm giving out 1099s, and I'm calculating. If your spouse is somebody who actually still works, they're gonna be getting a W-2. So everybody in our community, they waiting for those W-2s to come in. Those W-2s mean now I can go file my taxes, and we're looking to get refunds back. So tax season starts to hit. So everybody getting their W-2s, and everybody's now running out filing their taxes. You, on the other hand, you sending out 1099s. And now you got to go through and start calculating all your income and expenses for your business. So this right here is a job in itself. You have QuickBooks that keep it going, but like I say, you're going to use this book right here to actually we'll use this book here, 475 tax deductions for small businesses and self-employed individuals. So you're going to use this book right here, and you're going to go through and you're going to start pulling off other deductions and stuff making sure you got everything covered. And with that, especially like me, I have several different LLCs and whatnot. So I have to do that for for each one of my LLCs. So I automatic my accountant already knows to go ahead and file an extension because I'm not gonna have mine done in time. But everybody else in our community is running out to go get those W-2s to go get their money. So they're gonna start having money coming back in, and your spouse is gonna be saying, "Why we haven't filed our taxes?" And you're gonna be saying, "Hey, I gotta figure out. I'm making so I don't have to file any taxes." Now you haven't paid any taxes throughout the whole year because your business bring in cash and you're not paying any taxes throughout the year. Not unless you're doing something like quarterly or something like that. But most of you not paying taxes throughout the year. You pay taxes on what you have left over, and that's what you're doing. You're making sure you don't have any money left over. So you're going through doing filing all the deductions and stuff. But on the flip side, everybody else is going to be asking your spouse or your significant other, have you filed your taxes yet? And they're gonna be like, no, I haven't filed my taxes. You're crazy. Why you haven't filed your taxes? And you're gonna be like, because I gotta go through and we gotta go through. And Mike is, they say me. I'm gonna use me. Mike is going through with the accountant to do the taxes. What are they doing? They don't take that long to do taxes. Just give them your W-2s, and they don't know everything that goes into us doing our taxes. Like you see how they pressured Donald Trump, I guess former president now, Donald Trump. No, show your taxes. Don't take that long. Give them here. I want to see them right now. And he's saying, hey, I can't do it now. I got all these businesses, and he might be a year behind trying to catch stuff up. Even me, I'm on one of my businesses. I'm like like 1 year behind trying to catch up. That mess that I've done with that opportunity zone. So I'm still trying to catch some of that stuff back up. And you got to and then you have to do an amendment to your tax return. So it's not just that simple. So now you're gonna start getting pressure from the outside. Why we can't get our taxes? Why we can't get our taxes? Then when you finally do your taxes, you don't owe anything, but you might not be getting no refund. But you ain't paid no taxes throughout the whole year. But you're not going to be getting a refund, which I don't care. I'd rather not pay the taxes to start with. So now it comes up your significant other or you yourself. Your mindset is, I want to get a refund. I want a refund. I want a refund. And you see you're not getting a refund. It's hard to go back and train your mind that I haven't paid taxes throughout the year. So I really got ahead. I didn't pay any taxes. But you were just so used to sending all your money to the government, and then the government sending you a small check back. So to get your mind to get out of that, sometimes it's real hard, especially if you got a significant other and you're trying to bring them along and with your family. I know everybody can say, oh, my family ain't going to bother me, my significant other. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. I don't know any of us African-American business entrepreneurs whose spouses are not in the trenches working with us. Now, if your spouse is in the trenches working with you in your business, they might have a little bit better understanding about it. But if they're not in the trenches and knowing what's going on, you're gonna run into some issues trying to train your spouse into thinking that tax season for us is totally different now. We now are sending the 1099s, and we do ours at the last minute because I'm constantly trying to figure out how I can get the best prices and all that stuff and stuff I need to write off and all that. So I'm doing that. It's taking me all year, and I'm doing my taxes a couple of times with my accountant. We're gonna do them a couple of times because if the numbers don't look right, I'm gonna go back and try to find something else. And so we're gonna look at it a couple of different ways. And with that, it can be a little bit hard and a little bit challenging. Same thing if you're doing a partnership with our investment group. If some of them watching right now, they're starting to tune in a little bit. If some of them watching, that's one of the hard things that we those first couple of years, and even still now, we have people who get their W-2s. I'm ready to file my taxes. Give me my K-1s. Let's get all the stuff done. But our business, we have a lot more stuff going on where we can't do that anymore. And trying to tell people it takes some time to do that. It's hard to get them to understand that because their wives and stuff are saying the same thing. I want to file my taxes, give me my taxes. So every meeting, somebody's gonna be coming up. They say, when we gonna get the taxes and stuff done for all this stuff? But you have to realize you might have one parent company. You might have three or four or two or three different companies up under our parent company. All you gotta go do everything for those sub companies, and then come up and do it for the parent company. So it's going to be something that's not going to be done easily like you do with W-2s, where you take it to your aunt and she put it in the TurboTax and you get your money, you get some money next week. It's not going to be like that. So what I'm going to show you, what I'm saying to my accountant now, and I want to go ahead and put this disclaimer out here. These are not my numbers. It's just numbers I wrote out here. I'll put it on here, 1972. These are not my numbers, so don't be reporting me to the tax man. None of that stuff. These are not my numbers. I'm just putting some numbers out here, and I'm showing you what I'm saying to my accountant. Now, some people have QuickBooks, and they give their accountant access to QuickBooks. You can do that if you got a good relationship with the accountant. The accountant, what they do, if they run the QuickBooks, accountants want to keep things as close as possible to them. I mean, they want to, if something happens, they want to be able to defend you as easily as possible. So I always say it like this: if you got kids, put something, tell them to close their ears or send them out the room for a second. The accountant, they're gonna want you to put, they want you to take birth, they want your business to take birth control and put on a condom. They're gonna make sure nothing's gonna happen. And they just want everything by the book and keep everything real close to the chest. So if something happens, they can defend you. Mike Sneed on the other side, I want to practice my pull-out game. So I'm gonna be a little risky because I'm okay taking that risk, and I want to make that I want to get as much possible at the last minute and get as much possible. And I know the risk that I'm putting myself into. So when you do that, sometimes if your accountant runs your QuickBooks, they start asking a lot more questions. What I do, I run my own report, then I just send them the actual my income and expense sheet, and then from there I put like little things on there, little notes. If stuff had went up a lot from the previous year, because they want to ask some questions, I'll put a note. This happened, that happened, but I tell them that. And what happens, because I told them that, and they haven't went and looked at my books, really looked at my books, they say I have to go by what he says. And I used to let my accountant pull my QuickBooks until our partners. I had the partners with Abdul and Ron, and Ron's wife was our accountant, and and we with them we would want to do stuff that we wanted to do stuff that we were allowed to do, but it was pushing the envelope a little bit. And what would happen, his wife would come in every other week or once a week. Whenever we had new inventory and stuff like that, she would come in and she would want to look at our books and run the reports. And sometimes we tell her no, we'll give her the information, and she'd be like, no, let me see. And we'd be like, no, you ain't gonna see. This is what you put down, and let it go. And she would fight it, but we wouldn't let her see. We'd say, this is what you do. This is what you want you to put down. And sometimes, now that I think about it, I laugh. And sometimes they'll go and start speaking their native tongue, their native language. You know, it'd be a debate. They'd be having a serious debate, especially Ron and his wife, because she wants to make it so that she easily can defend us if something happens. And they probably were saying, hey, if something go bad, we're going to blame it on this Negro right here. But that's what we would do. We'll make it so that she had to go by the information we said, not that she go look at our actual reports and look and see what actually happened. And then she tried to do it her way based upon what she saw. She's not able to do something that's unethical, that she knows unethical. But if we tell her this, then she has to do it. And I'm not saying you got to push the envelope like I did, but that's the way I done it. So this is what I actually, I send my accountant something very similar to this right here. So I'm gonna share this right here. Okay. So this is what it'll look like. I'm gonna see if I can make it a. There you go. Okay. All right. So this is 1972 income and expenses. And so what I do, I'll put in at the top how much money that particular business brought in for that year. Cost of goods sold. That would be if you got an appliance repair business. This would be how much money you spent on parts and stuff like that to do your actual job. So that'll be your parts and all that stuff. Everything you needed to buy your refrigerant, your all that stuff there. All your tools. You can put tools in a different expense, a different category, but you need to talk to your accountant because tools you can actually depreciate those. But talk to your accountant. But that'll be all the parts and stuff I bought there. Right here, this will be all the subcontractors. And this number right here, this number, you want to make sure that you it matches what you told her, or told him or her, your accountant, when she sent out your 1099. That needs to match. A lot of times right here too, I will add in my kids and stuff on payroll, and they would ask me, it's a little different. I said, well, I got my kids and stuff on payroll, so I will add that into that too with the subs, and they just split them out. All right, right here, truck expense. Right here, if I was to buy a used van or something, I'll put that there. That hey, I bought a used van for $3,200. Bank fee, that's the fee that they charge you. Monthly fee and stuff for your bank and all that. Add there. Business licenses and permits. Here, I'll put this. If going to the actual ASPEs and all that, I'll put all of that right here. I'll put it down that I'm going to get recertified and stuff. I'm not going to the ASPEs. If I'm taking a course, all that stuff goes right here. With the business licenses and permits. I'll put that there. I'll say I'm getting recertified and whatnot. Somebody says blurry. Is it? Can y'all see it pretty good? I see it pretty good here on my end. All right. The next thing right here is going to be computer and internet. If I buy a new computer and this is what I pay for my internet service. Like if like now, I'm doing StreamYard and I'm doing Zoom. All of that stuff will be included in here, the monthly fees and stuff for this right here. This includes my This includes your website. You're getting a website done. This right here includes your SEO. All that stuff be included on the computer and internet. Right here is the gas. The gas you actually use in your vehicles. You put that there. Talk to your accountant because I think if you start off with, you can either do gas or mileage, and they'll tell you which way is the best way to go. But talk to your accountant right there. I use the actual gas. The gas price went up real high not that long ago, and plus my vehicles are old anyway, so with the mileage, I think the gas got me better when the gas prices have went up real high. But actually, and whatever you start, I think that's the way you have to keep going. Right here is the vehicle insurance and stuff. This is what I pay in my vehicle insurance. And right here, somebody put they added a teenage son and they got in an accident. So they saw the spike up in the insurance. Instead of your accountant calling you, you put a little note there so they'll know and they can actually then tell why it went up. Office supplies, that's pretty self-explanatory when you're doing office supplies. Right here, uniforms, and you can all the money you spend on your uniforms and your business wares and stuff like that, that'll go there. Repair and maintenance. This right here, let me be not to get nobody in trouble. Okay. All right. This right here is for your cars and vehicles, repair and maintenance. I don't. Let me go back. Some people, Some people also can put some stuff because you're gonna be you got a home based business. So some stuff that some people do with their houses, some of the repairs and maintenance and upgrades, you can put that in there too and kind of slide that off. If you're doing some stuff up to your offices, to your home based business, if you got a home office and stuff, you can slide that off. Right here, this is all what I put like the cell phones and all that stuff. Telephone. It used to be landline, no landline now. It's just telephones, cell phones. I'll put that in there. And here, if you have any damages, like if you have a sub or you go scratch somebody's floor and you have to settle that, I'll put all that right there, damage settlements and stuff. I'll pull that out and show that what you have throughout the year. And then any other expenses and stuff that you could find on this in this book, you actually add that in there too with that. So and you just add another line item for that, and just hand that to your accountant, and they'll call you a little bit and ask you some questions, dig a little bit, and you can just say, hey, that's the number that I have, you know, and they might say it just don't seem right for what I've seen, yeah, but that's the number that I have, and they have to take your word. They're not going to take at least my accountant won't take you just talking on the phone. They want you saying it in writing. So I have to actually send her that file in writing. So that's what I actually send to my accountant. Let me see here. All right, that's the sheet that I actually send to my accountant. And I'll send her that. Matter of fact, it'll probably be maybe around May or so. I get all my stuff added up and send it to her. And usually sometime around September, October, my taxes will get done. My wife hates it. I tell you, she hates that. She hates that because she wants to get them done now, especially now when you got kids attending college. The colleges, especially if you think you're gonna get financial aid, which I think is stupid. You know, they want you to fill out, they want to get your tax stuff, see if you got financial aid coming. I know I'm not getting no financial aid, so I don't really care. But your spouse wants to go through all those different things, and they're saying, well, I can't fill out the college form. Just don't fill out the stuff about the taxes, especially if you're paying for it. You know, just tell them, hey, you're already accepted into college. Who cares about all the other stuff? We ain't getting no financial aid. I'm just going to pay for it. Why care? But I think the schools want to see if they can get you to get some financial aid because they figure if you, this is my understanding. I'm not sure if it's correct. They want everybody to sign up for financial aid. So if you can get it, that's a little bit more assurance that you will be able to stay in school. Because the schools get a knock if you get in and get out. So they want everybody to fill that out. I personally don't care. I'm gonna pay. So, but with our taxes, I have to wait because I gotta go through several different businesses to do. I gotta go get all that stuff for several different businesses, and with that, it takes me a little longer to go through all my taxes. And it takes with your accountant, has to go through and do all the businesses and then they got to evaluate and give you some instructions on what they think you should do. And then on top of that, they then can tell you if you got some money that you can still put away, like you still got some investment opportunities, even though 2020 is done. Because of my taxes, if I see I got a certain amount of money and if I meet all the requirements, I can take a lump sum of money and put it someplace else to reduce my taxable income. So you got to go. They got to go through all of that, and you got to go. To do that, you have to go through the financial advisor. It gets to a point where it gets real tricky, where taxes it gets real tricky, and it ain't something you're gonna be able to do and get some W-2s and go out there and turn it in and get some money like you used to. So I just want to make everybody aware of that. All right, we're going to read some of the stuff we got going on in the chat. I'm not going to be too long tonight. Tonight is Thursday night, and I got the ice cream parlor open. So I like to end a little early and catch them as they close. I told you all I bought a new building. I'm doing a little interview. I'm doing. I release a film or a little video from there tomorrow. It's kind of funny. We have one of these people who live in a van behind the building that I'm in, and I'm going there. I'm videotaping, and unfortunately, I surprised her on the videotape. She surprised me. She coming out the van, and she parked behind our building that we just purchased, and she gives me a tour of her van. So I show you all that and kind of listen to her conversation. So that's was pretty good. She gave me a tour, and she wants to be able to keep her van there. I told her she can't keep it there. She's gonna have to move it. But yeah, that's pretty good surprise. I didn't expect to catch a van life person living behind one of my buildings. So all right. So we're gonna read a little bit what we got here. Hey, how you doing, Greg B? What's up? We got Ty Burke. Hey, what's going on? Hey, how you doing, DCNF? My app. Hey, how you doing? Also, they if you don't know, the Ashleys are on. They actually putting the Ashleys back on. I forgot the actual date. Let me find out what that date is. But they are gonna have the Ashleys is gonna be in July. Let me see what the actual date is in July. Um, so I will be there if everything goes well and they're gonna do the Ashleys. I definitely will be there. Let's see what day is the Ashleys on, and I posted it to the group, and I can't even remember what day it's on. Okay, the Ashleys is going to be July the 15th to the 17th. July through the 15th to 17th is going to be the Ashleys. They're going to be in San Antonio, so I will be there. I'm going to actually reach out to them and see if they're going to have a limited, if they're going to be doing limited stuff there, limited people there. Kind of see what they got going on. So I'll bring y'all more information about that to come. But they are going to do the Ashleys in San Antonio. They're going to do it July 15th through the 17th. Hey, how you doing, Ty Burt? Hey, how you doing, Shimano Five? Say salute, Grandmaster Mike, ABC fan. Hey, how you doing? All right, Roof Fitness. What's up? How you doing? All right. Salute to Uncle Mike and ABC family. Hey, how you doing, G Brown? Hey, how you doing, Dale Scott? Good, glad you're joining us. Hey, how you doing, Kevin Bryant? Well, good ABC fan. Yeah, man, that Don Perignon ice cream, that thing is good. A lot of people are buying that. I told them it's too expensive for me to do it again every month, but I do it again next year. But that Don Perignon ice cream is really good. Bakery. Mike, someone who wants to do a stop or two a day would say they need insurance or be an LLC or not. Would you say they need insurance or be an LLC or not? Yeah, if you want to do one or two stops a day, you definitely gonna need to have insurance because if something goes wrong, if you scratch somebody's floor, if you have a dishwasher flood somebody's kitchen, you want to have a way to protect them for that and be able to get it fixed. Also, yes, you do want to do an LLC. You want to do an LLC because you want to be able to take advantage of all the tax breaks that come with having an LLC, and you want to also protect yourself from any type of damages where your personal stuff would actually be separated and from stuff that the business does. So if you did go out there, unfortunately, and you burn down somebody's house, they wouldn't be able to sue you and take your personal stuff. They can only take what the business owns. Those that can understand it will might keep giving knowledge. Okay, thanks. Those that can understand it will might keep giving knowledge. Okay, thanks. Appreciate that, Dale Scott. Uh, okay, yeah, that's what somebody told them. Yep, there you go. Hey, how you doing, girly girl plants? All right, we got BK from the Rockies. Hey, how you doing? ABC Ken, what's up? How you doing, ABC Ken? Keen K, what's good, Mike? Hey, how you doing? All right. We got man, I'm terrible with names. Peace, brother Mike and ABC Group. Hey, how you doing? My apps. Mike, with the stimulus check and other stuff, people may not be getting a return with a W-2. Oh, okay. Business owners have deductions as a cost of doing business. Okay, I didn't know. What they use the stimulus check, is that going to count as income? They're going to give you. They're gonna put that down as your actual income. I hadn't heard anything about that. The stimulus check. So I don't know if that's like a prepayment of your taxes. I hadn't heard anything about it. Dan Young, what's up, Mike? How do you price installs for home warranty? And do you charge for hauling away the old unit? I still price them the same. If I'm doing installs, 250. It'll be 250 for install. For 250, I haul it away. But you can charge them a haul away. But 250, I haul it away for them. And if you're doing quite a bit, you can stack them up. If you got a place to stack them, you can just take them to the scrap yard afterwards. Or you can what you call what I used to do when I had a bunch of we was doing a bunch of installs. I used to actually take all the haulaways and I would take them back to my father. My father at that time he was retired, and I would have all my delivery trucks take all the haulaways and we'd dump them off at my father. My father would take all the copper, aluminum, and he would scrap them out and take them to the scrap yard. And he would make him $300-400 a week scrapping the metal. So that was his job, and he loved that until his health started to fail. But that was his job. They gave him something to do. So he was like a kid in the candy store. Every day when those trucks pull up, he would actually go outside and see what they dropped off, and that kept him out my mother's hair also. So all day long he would be out there in his scrap pile taking stuff apart and loading up his trailer, and then him and my mom would actually take the stuff off, and he'd get $300, give my mom 20. And but that's what he done that for years. He done that for years, and that's what I done. So if you're taking a lot of stuff, maybe if you don't have a father nearby, find an older gentleman that scraps and just take him the haulaways. He'll love it. Oh yeah, Kevin Brent, Brian, going through 12 months of bank statements is a beast. Yeah, it is. It's a full time job, and just think if you got somebody. Matter of fact, we'll screenshot it, but I got it today. My wife didn't see what time she texted me. What time was it? 10:38 this morning. Taxes. That's the only thing she put was taxes. She wants to go ahead and get the taxes in, but like I told her, it takes a while for me to do my taxes. And I ain't in no hurry to do them. Salute to Mike in the chat. Hey, how you doing, Mr. Mechanical? Salute to Mike in the chat. Hey, how you doing, Greg B? Sega Phonics. Hey, how you doing? Okay. Hope it's not blurry anymore. ABC Ken, if your kid's mom claimed the kids, can you still add the kids to the payroll asking for a friend? Yeah. Claiming the kids and add them to payroll is two different things. So if your kid's mother claim the kids, and you don't get a deduction for that. But now with your business, you can get a deduction, and you can actually put them onto the payroll, and that'll deduct your what you call your taxable income. So now you're really getting a deduction from them. All right. Yeah, hit the like button if you don't mind. Bob Knight. My wife did W-2 100 grand for the year, and taxes killed it more than half. I did 50, keeping it all. Yeah, yep, no doubt, no doubt. You did 50 and keep all of it. You do 100,000, they take all your money. Yeah, I actually had that conversation with my mom. Matter of fact, it was last night. We was having a conversation, and I was telling her um, we was actually having a conversation about African American in our community, and I was telling her how poor it was. and she didn't think it was. She didn't think African Americans were poor, because uh, she didn't think it was poor. Like everybody says, we just spend our money uh, unwisely, which is not true. Every study has shown that on average, most African Americans save more than any other group. It's just the fact that we don't have any money. You don't have any money. If all your money is going out and you don't have any businesses. I'm gonna go do a video of just the Hispanic community. No, I can go less than 2 miles, 3 miles, and I'll run into two or three Hispanic grocery stores. When I say Hispanic grocery stores, I mean Hispanic grocery stores where they own it. They own all this, the merchandise they bring it in is Spanish products. They uh they they own the distribution of the products coming in. Everything they own it, and they shop there. And we don't have any of that in our community. We don't have any we don't have any businesses in our community. Everything we have is just consumers. And I'm trying to tell her that we need something is going to have to be done. You're going to have to get some reparations or something, or else we're going to actually perish out here because because you got automation coming too. There's no jobs, and then automation is coming and just wiping out the rest of those jobs. So I was actually having that discussion with them, and their thing is, well, they don't want to work, and I was telling them, I was trying to tell her that the $100,000 W-2 want no money, and I was giving her I was telling her the deductions that if I had made $100,000 only and my wife wasn't working, I wouldn't be able to afford to live the lifestyle that we live. But she said, well, your lifestyle is out of whack and this and that. But it's a typical lifestyle of my neighbors and everybody else in my community, and which is a middle class community. Um, but they just couldn't see it. And their thing is, well, my parents is their thing is, you shouldn't go out to eat. You going out to eat is a waste of money. You don't go out to eat. Your wife shouldn't go get her fingernails done. She shouldn't go get her feet done. Stuff like that you shouldn't do. That's a waste of money. So their thing is don't do anything. All you do is just go to work, and when you get off work, you come home and you don't do anything that the other Americans. What makes you American, you don't do any of that. You're supposed to just be you're supposed to be a labor horse, I guess, just like the mule. You come out to beast the burden. You come out to work and then you go home and eat and lay down and go to sleep. That's the mindset. If you're doing anything more than that, enjoying yourself, you waste the money and you've been unproductive. So I'm trying to get her to not see that. That I don't know about you all, but I enjoy seeing I enjoy my wife getting her feet done. I enjoy having nice feet rubbing up against me. So I don't know. She doesn't like that. I like to see my wife's hands and nails done. Um, I like to see my family have the better things. I like to go out to eat. I enjoy doing that. I don't think even if we went on vacation, you didn't stop and eat. Your mom made something and put it in a little basket, and y'all ate chicken. You used the bathroom. And your dad got gas. You at the gas station. They packed sodas. They didn't spend no money at all. All right. Always great information. Thank you. All right. What up, Mike? When is the next live event? Next weekend. It's gonna be next weekend. We're gonna have a next live event. Hey, what's up, Mike? What's going on? All right, ABC fan. All right. All right, Derek Bryant from Chicago. Hey, how you doing? Glad to see you. All right, and saying hey to ABC fan. Hey, now, Dr. Phone. Yes, sir. That's income people about to be shot for less returns. Yeah, yeah. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I hadn't been paying attention to that. Mike, I could not sign up for the online class 2 days ago. Is something wrong with the site? No, it's not. It should be in the actual. It'd be in the actual description. And let me give it to you. I'll put it in the actual chat. Now you can sign up for the class right here. It's working. There you go. I just put it in the chat. You should be able to get it. Hey, how you doing, Kevin? Mike, does single member sole proprietor LLC have the same legal protection for your personal assets to your knowledge? Yeah, they do. It does. They have the same protection. That's the question a lot of people ask. Should I be a S corp or a sole proprietor? If you're a single member LLC, all of the stuff is just going to flow through to your actual tax form. It's going to be like a flow through, meaning you're not going to do a separate tax return for your actual business. It's just going to become a line item. They're going to calculate your income and your expenses on your LLC, that sheet that I just showed you, and then from there, they'll just become a line item, either a negative or a positive, depending on what it is. If you got a S corp, it's gonna have its own tax return. A couple other things too. I think you got to give yourself a salary and a couple other things you're gonna have to do too. And if you're a multi-member LLC, you're gonna have to do K1s, and that gets tricky because now you got if you're doing like if people making payments or people in distributions or whatever, you got to account for all those every different member of what each member gets and puts into those LLCs, and it becomes tricky. I don't think I will ever do another. As a matter of fact, I don't think I know. I don't. I wouldn't do another multi member LLC, not unless I can get a real good mentor. And that's the thing too with us. This stuff that we're doing now, uh, I shouldn't be the one. We shouldn't be the ones breaking into this, figuring this stuff out at 50 years old. We should have had people in front of us. The men in front of us should have been doing this before. After the I'll say the Great Depression, the people that civil rights generation lost. They dropped the ball. They ran into those corporations and all that, and left the businesses and stuff behind, and they dropped the ball. They didn't try to figure out how to start their own businesses and anything. They just wanted to integrate and assimilate, and they didn't think they needed to have their own. But they don't know anything about business or anything, and they have anything they could teach us. So now we're out here flying blind, and I'm saying I don't think I would do it again right now because um, it's too much. It's a lot, especially now it's getting trickier. And the more you add on, like our investment group, one of the buildings that I have, I'm gonna probably one of the buildings that I have, I gotta split it off with the investment group. So we're gonna take one of those buildings and actually investment group. We're gonna do that together. We're gonna do that building together. We're gonna renovate the apartments and we're gonna put the business under the bottom there. I'm still a member of that. That's my investment group that I'm in there with them. So I still get ownership of that. Then one of the buildings I'm gonna do it totally by myself. But now that we add that other building, we got now we got more stuff that we got to do tax wise and to keep up with money that's coming out. Then we got some stuff that we done that some members couldn't have been because of their job titles and stuff. Some of the stuff we done because of their job titles and their jobs, they couldn't be associated with it. So you got businesses now that other members can't be associated with, but in order to do it, you have to take a distribution. We had to take a distribution and actually fund that business, but he couldn't do it. It just gets to be too much of a headache when you got multi people like that. And because we don't have the network professionals that other groups have, like I say with Ron and Abdul, my old business partner, Ron's wife was an accountant, so it won't nothing. If we needed something, she came out there and she done it. They had an attorney in their group, and so they didn't have to go nothing for nowhere. It was just simple, easy stuff. They didn't have to worry. We didn't have to worry about when Ron and them and Abdul and them when they're going out and they're building businesses and building buying communities and stuff like that. It's easy. Ron's wife does all of it. Now, her nephew, he's back and he's going to school at East Carolina. He's going to school at East Carolina to be an accountant, and he came over from India. And what's it called is an actual professor. He's an engineering professor out there. The guy gets to go to school for free, and because of they do that, and they keep stacking the debt, so they ain't got to go nowhere for anything. Anything they want to do, they ain't got to do the paperwork. They ain't got to figure nothing out. His wife does handles all that and take care of the money and all that, keeps all that stuff straight. On our stuff, we what we call. We don't have an accountant. I don't have a. We don't have lawyers that we go reach for. The African American lawyers, they don't do business. They do traffic court. They don't do nothing with no business. There's not enough African American businesses for them to specialize in it. The accountants, we talk to them, they just do bookkeeping basically and do people taxes and stuff. They're not doing business because it's not enough to keep them busy with us. So all that stuff we got to go to somebody else to do, and we got to do a lot of that leg work on our own, and we can't keep up with all of that. Everybody else is working and doing. We're working trying to figure out how to run this, how to build a business, how to come and do group economics, how to buy communities, how to get the money there, and then you're trying to keep up. Like we do, we loan out money and stuff to different businesses. So you're trying to keep up with all of that, and right now we got to come together and clean all this stuff that we have back up before we go and go to the next step. But we don't have anybody that we don't have that in our group where somebody's just an accountant, and with that they take care of all of that. And because Ron's wife is the accountant, she does all of their stuff. A couple of other different groups like them stuff. All of their stuff. She got all of that Indian community that she does. Anybody else who comes outside of that community is gravy. She ain't got to go out and look for work. She has all the work she can handle amongst them, and that's what they do. And they keep it all in there. And that's the stuff we got to do. We got to get us some accountants. We got to get us some attorneys. We got to get us some doctors right now. We don't have nobody that I trust that go look at the vaccine and say if it's good or not. We got to trust we got to trust Ice T telling us to go get a immunization shot. No, we need to have doctors there that can look in there and tell us if this is right or not. Is this something that we should do? And we should be able to go there to the doctor, and they have our best interest there with us. Same thing. I need an accountant that handles all of that. So we ain't got to be, with us, we want to be out here making businesses and making money. I don't want to be doing the accounting part. I got to do the we got to do the accounting part too, and all of that. And so it gets to a point where it's just too much on us because we don't have the infrastructure, and we see it. You see it now when you don't have the infrastructure and you don't have anything to build a community on. You can see it when you start building it. You can see it when you start building it. And I feel it. I feel it all the time. And most of and I've been thinking about doing with the QuickBooks. Same thing. I got to release that VA, but I'm doing the QuickBooks, and I'm wondering if I should do that or should I just tell people get a QuickBook class and let that go because it's just too much stuff that it would generate just too many questions because so many of us never taken an accounting course. So then I'd be having to trying to break down what's a credit and what's a debit, and I'm doing that, and I'm thinking now I'm teaching accounting, and so instead of teaching how to use QuickBooks, I got to break down what accounting is, and we need that, but I don't have the necessary time to teach that. So I might just say, hey, here go a great place to go learn how to do the QuickBooks and go. And I don't know. We got so much stuff that we need in our community. So much. Uh, let's see. Ernest Adams say, "Hey, how you doing? Going to keep Uncle Sam out my pocket this year. Everyone needs a business of some kind to get ahead. No doubt, no doubt." Ryan's DIY. Mike, on the past show, you mentioned that the unions in California make it tough for appliance repair. I live in Cali and have always wondered what you meant by that. Can you explain that comment? The unions make it hard for anybody to actually start a business in that thing. So if I try to go get and if I want to go now, I've been trying for 3 years to get a electrical contractor's license in New Jersey. New Jersey use trade unions, and the unions don't want outside contractors, independent contractors starting up. They want you to go work for the union. They want you to go to the union class or whatever. Go to the union shop. You go work for the union and pay your union dues and let the union take care of it. They don't want you to own anything. So what they do, like now they're telling me I have to have I think like $1.5 million cash that you have to have for New Jersey set into a bank account before you can take the test for working capital. So you get the I got a company to put up the money. So now we got the $1 million and stuff taken care of. So now they tell me for the past 3 years, I have to write down everything that I ever done every day for the past 3 years. You got to write down everything that you've done and submit it to them. And you got to get every one of those days. You got to get your manager or whoever to sign off on it. So what happens? The company that I'm actually trying to get the license for, they've been bought and sold 1 or 2 times throughout their time frame, and so every time they get bought and sold, the manager might change. It resets the clock, and so they make it so that you can't get in there. That's what they done. And you have to know why it was done that way. The unions was put in place to keep us African Americans from getting into the skilled trades. After slavery ended, we headed up north, and we were the skilled tradesmen because we done all the work and all the stuff. We were the blacksmith, the carpenters, the iron workers. We done everything, brick masons. We done everything in the South because we were the workforce, and we built everything on the plantation. It wasn't the plantation owners. They sent their kids to go learn the classics and all that stuff to England abroad to learn. The overseer, they weren't out there doing the work. They're just making sure that you stay working all the time. And most of the time they're uneducated. Only the rich aristocrats got educated. The poor people, the poor overseers and stuff, they weren't educated. They just worked for the big plantation owner. So we left and went up north, and the people up north got mad and said, "Hey, we can't compete with these people coming out down from the south, and they're getting ahead. We need to make trade unions." And they made the trade union, and they said in order for you to be a blacksmith, you had to be a member of the trade union, and no African American was allowed to be in the trade union, and so you couldn't work anymore. They shut you out, so you couldn't compete. And what they done, they brought the people from Italy and Ireland. They brought them in to do the work, and they forced you to go back down south. So you had to go back down south and rebuild the South after they had destroyed it in the war. So they had to get you back down there to rebuild it. So that's what they done. They pushed you back down south, and that's why we got wiped out of it. And it still works today. Like here, like appliance repair. Look at you guys. If you all would go through a trade union and stuff, you have to go sign up for a union, go take their courses, take their tests, and then hopefully they'll give you a job, and then whenever they get ready, they'll push you out. And you don't want that. You all now take the course, go out here, go to work. Y'all making $500 a day, $900 on a service stop. It's dependent upon you. You control how much money you make. You control how you control if you want to start a business or not. That's just the way it's supposed to be. You don't want to be like in California where they control if you can start your business and whatnot with the unions and stuff. You don't want that. All right. Hey, how you doing, Ari Appliance? Dale Scott. We have to educate ourselves truly. We don't have a background in business. If you can reference a good class for us to take it is best. We must learn to run our businesses. Then maybe we can help. Yeah, the best thing gonna be to do is get into the ASCII, and USA to our and our trade organization. Get into that, and they have business classes. When you go to the ASCII, take the business classes. They have all of. They have QuickBooks there. They have everything marketing. They have sales. They have everything that you need to learn your run your business. They have it there. Take the technical stuff too if you like, but you got to start mixing in some of that business stuff. Mike Alps, have you thought of hiring someone to teach us the QuickBook course? You guys making money. Shit, you guys, a lot of y'all making a lot more money than I am right now. You go ahead and take a course at a community college. You can afford to do it. It's a business. You can write it off. It's a business expense. Take your course. Go to your community colleges. They have like these 1 or 2 day. They have like a 2 or 3 day QuickBook class. Go take that for business. And, community colleges have them. Go take that, or get your accountant to do it. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna. I know I'm not. I'm not gonna bring nobody. Hire nobody to come teach the QuickBook. Not when you all making money. You all make a lot of money out here. Uh, so now you all can go hire your own person. Bob Knight, I'm in the union in New York City. You are absolutely right, Mike. It's crazy, but appliance repair saved me. Thanks. Okay, congratulations. I appreciate that. All right. Uh, Jermaine Allgood. I do electrical third apprentice in the NC. Plan on getting my license and start a business. It does take time. Yeah, the electrical contractor's license. Yeah, you can get them once you get the license. You're good, but it does take some time to get them. All right. That's it for tonight. I want to thank everybody for joining in. Like I say, I got the virtual assistants coming up. I'm still thinking about the QuickBooks because I got, as I'm doing it, I'm finding out I'm teaching accounting, and I don't want to come to a place where I'm teaching accounting. If we have somebody who's watching, I'm gonna put my email address in, and you are a CPA, or you somebody who's very good in QuickBooks, who might would like to come on and give a tutorial, please do. I'm gonna put the email in. I'll put my email there. Email me, and I would love to get up with you and stuff. I'm trying to get my accountant a couple of times to come on. My accountant is busy right now, and the same thing that everybody says when you start trying to get accountants and stuff to come on. I can't. I don't want to give no legal advice over the internet unless unless I know the person and all that. Just give it and tell it how it goes and stuff. So a lot of them like want to be real safe. But if you know somebody that's an accountant, and if you know an accountant, African American accountant, don't necessarily have to be African American, but I would love to meet up with one and talk to them. African American CPA that does business. Put it in Appliance Bootcamp on Facebook, so we can reach out to them what state they're in, so we can actually reach out to them and see if maybe we can get them to actually come out and just do maybe a quick class on accounting to teach us this. Like I say, that generation, our parents' generation, they dropped the ball. They didn't prepare us for any of this stuff, and the factories are gone now. The jobs are gone now, and you got to come out here now. You got to make it on your own. You got to be able to create your own income. There's no such thing going to get a job and whatnot now. It's just not there. You got to create your own income, and it's not worth it going out here getting all this student loan to make $30,000-$40,000 a year. And unfortunately, they didn't put the effort into learning this, and we're coming behind them now, and we got to play catch up. And everybody else is 30, 40 years ahead of us. Um, I'm like I say, I'm getting out the starting blocks right now, trying to catch up, and I'm having to buy because of where my money is at right now. I don't have the millions of dollars that everybody else have. The other people, I don't have the millions of dollars that my previous business partners and them have, and floating around in their group. We buying these buildings. We paid $37,000 for two buildings, but they got upstairs on them, it's two separate buildings, so 17,000 a piece. That that we paid for these buildings, and we got to build them back from scratch because that's all we can afford. That's all we can afford, and it's actually good because we need to be there. That's where we need to be at. We need to know how these buildings come together. We need to know how to build this. We need to know how to take our money and pull it together for small stuff like this, not going to get loans. And we need to be this. This is where we're at. This is the reality of where we're at, where we're actually here and building this stuff. Like I say, they left us out here, and because our minds are so crazy and so messed up, we not only do you have to fight the fact that you're trying to figure this stuff out. You're trying to you're trying to fight. Uh, I'm trying to figure out now how I'm going to split the buildings. I need to split the two buildings. They were separate, but they put them back together. So now I got to go figure out how I'm going to split these two buildings, making two separate buildings again. I got to now think what's going to be the best approach. Should we fix the apartments up top and get because what happened if we build the commercial buildings, if we fix the commercial buildings downstairs first, and then and somebody moves in, say if we put a restaurant in there, and now we're gonna go on top and we're gonna build the apartments on top. Well, we gotta get to the plumbing and stuff that's up under the floors on which would actually be the ceiling of the restaurant, and you can't go back into that restaurant and redo the flooring and stuff. So I got to sit through and figure all that out. And in the process of me figuring all that out, I got all these Negroes telling me you buying a mess and what you doing, who you trying to impress. You got all that stuff. That stuff talked about. People say, oh, you block it out and block it out, and the stuff it is. It's not people. People say they hating. It's not. It's not the fact that they're hating. It's the fact that they actually really think that they're helping you. They think that they're protecting you from yourself. And they're not hating. They seriously think that they're helping you by telling you this stuff and trying to get you to wake up. They're trying to shake you and say, hey, wake up, wake up. And you telling them this is the way I need to go. So for the next year or two, I'm the dumbest person that ever been. I'm throwing money away. I'm dumb. I'm gonna wish I had that money later on. All this crazy stuff. You hear all that. And then once you get to the end result, now when they come there to the ice cream parlor, they come here to the Appliance Boot Camp, and you done a great job. This I would have never thought this. It looks good, but nobody never apologized for beating me up for a year and a half while I'm doing it. But you have to hear all of that during that time, and you get to a point that you actually have to tone people out, and you actually have to become almost pig-headed because you know where you need to go, you know what you got to do, and you move in that way. And what happens, you get to a point where you can't listen to nobody, and then they get mad about that. You won't listen to nobody, can't nobody tell you nothing. But if you ain't never done it, if you never took your money, all your money, and go place it on a raggedy building that needs in total disarray, and you go there with your hands and build it back up, and then get it so people actually come and start. And you put a business in there and get people to actually start coming there, patronizing that business and stuff, and making money and making self sufficient. If you never done that, why want to listen to you? You never done it. So the best thing to do is just watch. No, just watch and enjoy the show. Don't constantly be there giving advice for something you never done. Kill me people never play Monday morning quarterback. Can't throw a ball 2 yards, but they're gonna tell Tom Brady how he didn't check down on the receiver. You ain't never you never in your life quarterback not one bit, but you're gonna come tell Tom Brady how he missed a check down or something. But that's the thing that I have to you have to go through. And you all gonna go through it too. You all gonna go through it too with your businesses. And it's not that nobody's hating on you. It's just at the point that you went through call that you have to. They have to. We're going into something we never done before. Okay, I'm gonna read. Yeah, it is a marathon. Okay. No, they can teach. They don't know. Okay. Did you get those leads from RI? Great job. We have got. We have got to get in where we can. Where we can. I don't know RI. Okay. 89 Dr. Funk. Mike, you got to ignore the people that are saying you're doing too much. You are building a legacy, man. You are living the great life while there and watch. Yeah, nah, that don't bother me. Me doing too much. I always tell them it's another, it's two or three other guys in my hometown that's buying up all the property on the black side of town. And the black people actually take their properties to him. They won't bring them to me. Ask them, hey, I'll buy your properties and stuff if you get ready to sell them. They won't sell them to me. I don't know why they would not sell them to me. And so I'm at the point now I've just stopped asking. But they're actually here's if you want to sign up for the live event, there you go. They actually take their property to him and sell it to him. And I asked my friends and stuff and family, do y'all think he's doing too much? Nah, he's not. Why? Because he's white and he got people backing him. You by yourself, but y'all supposed to be backing me. Y'all supposed to be out here helping me and learning. So I would have a crutch. I would have a network instead of everybody just cheering me on and get out here and help me fight a little bit. But nah, they don't join in. But I will say now with Appliance Boot Camp and the alumni, we are now getting stronger. Unfortunately, we're not going to have. I don't think we'll ever have again I don't think we'll ever have a Tulsa again. I don't think we'll ever have a Rosewood again because like you'll never see HBCU contending for the national championship in football and stuff again. Because our best and brightest are getting swept out from under us so early, and then they're getting assimilated with everybody else. They have no connection with us. Versus prior to integration, everybody was in it together, and so we kept our best and brightest, and they fought along with us. We don't have that now. So now it's going to be what we're seeing now with Appliance Boot Camp because of the internet technology. We're gonna have people all across the country that actually are doing things within their community, and that's what I'm looking at now with the business, especially now with the popcorn. I've seen. Okay, I don't have a thriving middle class of blacks here in this town. They don't have the money to actually be able to support the type of restaurant and type of stuff that I would like to bring here. But if I got some product that I can actually ship out across the United States and ship it to you all and ship it to Atlanta, Charlotte, Prince George County, if I can reach it and ship it out to them, then I can still maintain the presence here. So the stuff that I'm looking at stuff that I can do that I can actually still have a product I can ship out, and that way, that's the way we're gonna have to. I think we're gonna have to build our businesses, and our businesses then after I get it up and running and get it there, it then become destinations. It then become a destination. Right now, we don't have we don't have a destination. We don't have our businesses. I couldn't depend on just the local African American population here to actually support it because they just don't have the money. And the other races and stuff, they support all my business. They're very great. I appreciate them for that. But I will never have a place. I don't think we'll never be again where we totally self-sufficient because we just got too much. We just got too much issues that need to be addressed. Once again, I went over a little bit, and I want to apologize to the young lady, but I'm getting ready to get off here now. I want to thank everybody for watching, and like I said, I have videos coming up. If you hadn't already, go here and sign up for Appliance Boot Camp. Let me teach you how to start your own appliance repair business. We have it in the description also. And if you would like to get some popcorn, please do. We have that in the description. You can actually order popcorn. We'll ship it directly to you. And you never know. Keep watching. I might have another product coming up this year in one of those stores where I can be able to ship it out. I've got some stuff running through my mind that I'm actually looking into right now. Something else that I can put together and maybe ship it out. Once again, thank you all for watching. Be on the lookout for the virtual assistant. I got that coming. I'm cleaning some stuff up with it. I got that coming. And then I don't know. I got to rethink the QuickBooks. Um, um, we need to get. I don't want to be answering the accounting questions. Well, so I'm going to be retaking the QuickBooks, finding the best way I can actually get that out there to you, and then we'll be ready to do the ice cream parlor, and we'll do the popcorn this year coming up in 2021. Once again, thank you all for watching, and I'll talk to you later.